Hey everyone, it's your girl Shauna J. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be different because I'm not here to recommend any fragrances. I'm not here to persuade you guys to try out a new scent or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I forbid you to blind buy any of these fragrances because they are certainly not blind buy safe at all. This fragrance video is merely me just coming on here and just letting you guys know that I do have fragrances in my collection that I know is not well received by a lot of people, whether that's in the real world or within the fragrance community. Like, no one is gonna come on here and talk about the 3 fragrances that I'm gonna talk about today, and I completely understand that. It's a strange kind of video to do. I know the term old lady is frowned upon, but I think we all understand what it means when we say a fragrance smells like an old lady perfume. But I'm just here to say that if I use the term within this video, it's not negative at all, like clearly. So I'm just here to talk about these 3 fragrances that I wear for me, for my own pleasure. It don't matter if other people don't like them. I don't care. I like them, and it shouldn't matter what other people think. We're gonna jump right into these 3 fragrances. The first scent that I want to talk to you guys about is White Diamonds. Now, White Diamonds is a floral aldehyde scent. It actually debuted in 1991. I thought maybe it was a bit older, but yeah, it came out in 1991. It has this big, bold, in your face white floral scent. Like, it's a huge white floral with a very soapy feel to it, but it's soapy in a more aldehydic kind of way, which gives it that old lady or outdated type of scent. I didn't always like this scent, not at all. I actually had a good experience with this scent, which is what led me to add it to my collection. Now, I worked with a lady that wore this scent, and at first I had no idea she was wearing this scent, and I never complimented her on her scent because I actually thought she was using some sort of vintage style shampoo. That's what I thought for all those years she was wearing, until one day she approached me and she was talking to me, and I complimented her and told her that she always just smells so clean and so fresh and just so good. After I gave her that compliment, she was actually so nice to walk me over to her purse and show me that she was wearing this scent. I mean, I was shocked because I would have never guessed this scent, but at the same time, it did kind of make sense to me. But it really motivated me to add this one to my collection. I wanted to see if it was going to be as magical on me as it was on her. I mean, the scent that was coming off of her is one that I could only describe as, having a clean, fresh, vintage style shampoo. Like, it really smelled like that on her. On me, I get that sometimes, especially if I'm very light-handed, I'm able to accomplish what she accomplishes, but I think it wears better on her. Or it could just be because it's her signature and it wears better on her. I don't know. This is a fragrance that I wear only for my own pleasure. Oh my God, I'm smelling it and it's smelling so good to me right now. Now, I never directly spray this scent onto my skin. It would just be too much for me, and I'm not sure I would enjoy it that way. So what I typically do is I typically just spray it in the air, and then I just allow myself to engulf in the mist. So I just kind of let the mist, the little droplets land on me. And when I do that, I accomplish that light, fresh, soapy, aldehydic, floral type of scent, which I'm looking for. Like I said though, guys, I only wear this for my pleasure. I'm not recommending that you guys go out, buy this one. I'm not recommending that you even try it. I'm not doing any of that. This is just not blind buy safe at all. I typically wear this one to bed when I just want to have that clean, fresh type of scent going on. I figured out how to gently apply this fragrance. It's a long-lasting scent. When I wear this one, I do feel a little bit more mature, but in the best way possible. All right. This is White Diamonds by Elizabeth Taylor. The next fragrance that I have here is Bluegrass, and this one is by Elizabeth Arden. This is a floral green scent, and it actually debuted back in 1936. If you're like me, you probably always saw this one by the Elizabeth Arden counter, you know, in Macy's or just any other department store. I surely used to see it and walk by it, never really felt compelled to try it. I mean, looking at the bottle, I could tell it's like a vintage style fragrance. And honestly, I'm not one to go out of my way looking for vintage style fragrances. I mean, I want to smell young, I want to smell fresh, I want to smell modern. So no, I never thought about trying this one until one day I went by the Art and Beauty counter in Macy's and, you know, out of curiosity and probably boredom, decided to smell this one. And I was shocked to realize that I didn't think it was bad. I was like, it's actually very nice. Nice enough to stay on my mind for a while, and I contemplated actually buying it, but of course I wasn't gonna buy it for the price that Macy's was selling it for. But I came home and ordered this one off FragranceNet, and when I got it, I was like, hey, I really like this scent. It does have a very classic vintage type of scent to it. There's no going around that, but I still like it. So I have the notes here, so I'm just going to read it for you guys. At the top we have aldehydes, lavender, geranium, lily, bergamot, orange blossom, and rhodey. In the heart we have lavender, carnation, spices, clove, narcissus, bay leaf, jasmine, rose, and tuberose. And in the base we have benzoin, sandalwood, vetiver, musk, cedar, and tonka bean. Very clean, fresh, soapy, aldehydic type of scent, but under that you get some green notes, you get the clove, you get the spicy notes. There's a cleanness to it, but there's also a warm spiciness to it also. Even for me, it's very vintage. It does have a very vintage style. I know I'm a very unique person in that way. I don't mind that. Like, I don't mind smelling like that. A lot of people may not take to a scent like this, especially on a younger person like myself. Now, when I'm applying this one, I kind of use the same strategy that I use for the White Diamonds. So I kind of just spray it in the air and allow it to mist on me. Or sometimes I just spray one spray on the back of my neck, so I get little whiffs here and there. And when I do that, it smells so good. It's another fragrance that I also like to wear to bed when I want to just feel relaxed and when I want to be in my own zone, when I'm just doing me. I don't want to do too much. And I'm just so grateful to have fragrances like this one in my collection. Of course, this is a vintage style fragrance, so it does last super long. Of course, longevity is not an issue with these fragrances at all. That's a new perfume era type of problem. Back then, they actually cared to give us our money's worth. So yeah, that's the second fragrance. This is Bluegrass by Elizabeth Arden. Yeah, I really like this one. The third and last fragrance that I have on this list is Classique by Jean Paul Gaultier. This is the Eau de Toilette. This is an amber floral scent which debuted back in 1993. I'm not so uptight about this fragrance. It doesn't feel as vintage as the other ones that I showed you. It does have a 90s feel to it, but it still feels very modern, if you understand what I'm saying. There's like a lot going on in this fragrance, so it is very complex. This fragrance is well blended and it's a masterpiece. Like, they don't even make perfumes like this anymore. Now it opens up with notes of orange blossom, star anise, rose, mandarin orange, pear, and bergamot. In the heart we have ylang ylang, ginger, orchid, iris, tuberose, and plum. And in the base, we have vanilla, amber, musk, cinnamon, and sandalwood. First and foremost, I get the orange blossom. The orange blossom here is big, it's bold, it's unapologetic, and it's very soapy, which I'm definitely attracted to. I do like that aspect of the scent. like I said before, it's also powdery. So there's this powderiness to it, which I honestly typically don't like. But here the powderiness does work. It does blend nicely with the soapy notes. There's this vibrant, zingy ginger note that uplifts the fragrance a bit. And of course, there's that spiciness from the star anise. Now, another star in this show is the vanilla. Now, the vanilla here is not like the typical vanilla extract. This is more of an oriental type of vanilla. Another giveaway that this fragrance came out in the 90s because it does have that warm oriental type of feel to it. And before, that used to be an issue for me, but now I just really appreciate this scent. It's such a beauty. It's also very heavy on the musk. This is what I reach for when I want to smell more classic, and honestly when I want to smell more interesting and yeah, more sexy. But yeah, that's that for this fragrance. It's another like hitter. It's a strong scent. It does pack a punch, doesn't wear off or nothing, and I love it for that reason. Okay guys, so that's that. But before I go, I want to get the conversation started. I want you guys to actually let me know if you have fragrances that you only wear for yourself. And if you do, let me know what those fragrances are and why. Why do you keep those fragrances to yourself? Anyway guys, so that is it for me. I'll see y'all in the next upload. Bye.